I want to win. It's my goal, it's something which I'm gonna be really happy about. But it's something for myself. Like I just want to be the best just one day. It's okay if somebody else is gonna be winning next year or next day, any event I can go and lose right away. I just want to have that moment to shine, to do the best, so I can watch my battles without feeling, oh my God, I don't want to even watch it.
Very quickly, before we start, I want to say a big thank you to One of 100 who are bringing us today's show. We have got you guys a special discount. Go to weareone100.co.uk and at checkout, use the code STANS15 for 15% off your total order. Now, without further ado, let's get into it. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Stance Elements. I'm ChazB. I am your host. I've got Kate with me all the way from Ukraine, even though she's not living there right now. Kate, it's really good to see you. Thank you again for your time.
You too. Thank you.
Where are you at the moment?
So right now I'm in Sacramento, California, on tour with Red Bull BC1 All-Stars, with workshop tour, with content and stuff like that. So
that is amazing. Can you tell us a little bit more about the workshops and the work that you've been doing with Red Bull?
Well, so we have a little tour. We're gonna hit Sacramento, Oakland, and San Jose. We're going to shoot some content videos. We're going to do workshops, like maybe, like workshops, meetings where we can all meet up, cheer for hip hop culture, for breaking. Yeah. So it's like California tour.
That's amazing. How long will that last for?
So we started today. We all met. We had a dinner, and it's going to last for about 5 days, 6 days. Yeah, almost a week.
That's awesome. And they're doing this all over the world, aren't they? They're doing different workshops across other countries.
Yeah, they do it. Since me and Victor, we live in California, in Los Angeles right now. So I guess for them it was pretty, like, I don't know how this, like we were closer and it's easier to pick us up to do the Californian tour. So yeah.
Okay, so you're living out there now?
Yes, we moved.
That is awesome. When? So because I understand that you weren't always living over there, but you weren't living in the Ukraine for a while. So like, what made you want to move out there?
So basically, we were living in Florida, and I'm sorry, I don't want to offend anybody from Florida, but I kind of got bored over there. And we decided to take some challenge and try bigger city. And LA is full of opportunities. If you work hard, you can actually do great over there. So it's okay if it doesn't gonna work how I imagine it to be. So it's just to try it out, just to see some new things, new people, try yourself out in the industry. And and then we might come back to Florida just for more peaceful life.
Sure. So when you're talking about moving to LA for opportunities, can you tell me a bit more about what opportunities that you are looking for?
So right now I'm in the middle of my immigration process. So I'm still kind of waiting, but overall is I want to try out modeling, acting, maybe a stuntman. I didn't really had certain plan, like step by step what I want to do, but it's just you meet so many people. It's so many places where you can meet artistic people. And I'm also playing music. I'm also DJing, so I'm hanging out with DJs who can give me some tips about that. And a lot of actors. I have a friend she's an actor. She can also, give me some tips. So I like to surround myself with people like that who are also doing similar, have similar goals as me. Yeah. So, but for me overall is just to switch a little bit of the picture, just to be active, just to have, I mean, it sounds weird, but just to have some problems to overcome. You know what I mean? Like you need to kind of like, okay, I need to work harder, I need to find my own way. So kind of that situation is pushing me, and I like it.
I think that is a normal thing to happen, especially with other artists, where you're staying in your lane for so long, and there's nothing exciting happening. So then you switch
Mhm.
and you try something else, and then you find that there is a challenge, just like what you were saying, and then it expands their art. Is that what you've noticed as well?
Yeah, 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 that's what I've noticed. And also in the past few months, I wasn't really that inspired with breaking as I used to. So I decided to accept it calm, like in a calm way, and let it go. Just try some new things and just be inspired by other things and bring that inspiration to breaking. So yeah, I just wanted to try out new things and see how it's gonna work.
So do you have any other breaking goals? Because I know that you've done a lot of events as of late, but even though with the switch that you were talking about there must be some events that you still want to win or some other things that you want to like do.
I want to win Red Bull BC1.
You're not the only one.
Yeah, and it's funny because it's not that I like this win is, if I win, I want to win. It's my goal, you know. It's something which I'm gonna be really happy about. But it's something for myself. Like I just want to be the best just one day. You know, it's okay if somebody else is gonna be winning next year or next day, any event I can go and lose right away. I just want to have that moment to shine, to do the best, you know, so I can watch my battles without feeling, oh my God, I don't want to even watch it, you know? I just want to be on my prime. I want to prepare. I want to do my best. And once I do it, it's amazing.
Sure. And is there like this might sound like a really weird thing when I ask it, right? But is there like a difference in your mentality when you battle up like when you're up against a B girl than it is for just like a regular B boy? Because I know that a lot of events in the past it was like everybody in the one bracket, like guys and girls. But now that
Mhm.
there's more separation there, I wonder if there's like a difference in your mentality when you come to approach these things.
Yeah. So whenever I battle guys, it's more like I push myself more. I don't know how it's like. I always try to do my best, of course, but whenever I battle guys, I kind of want to be like more. Okay, I need to really know what I'm doing. Like I want to really compete on their level. Of course, guys are more stronger naturally. Of course, all these things like. Um, but yeah, to me, it's cool to battle with guys. It gives you more push, and you kind of more to say um, not more motivated. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it, but it's just I'm trying harder to do my best if I battle guys, but with girls is as well. But I don't know. It's just when you notice that difference, that of course, so guys are more stronger naturally. It doesn't mean that every guy is stronger than a girl or all the girls weaker than the guys, of course. But just naturally, if you develop your body to the fullest, the guy has a advantage over you. So just knowing that, you know it, you realize it, but you still have your superpower because you're a woman. So you have it inside you. So you trying to show that more with the b-boys when you battle b-boys than with b-girls. I feel like you're trying to kind of like show it in a female way, kind of. I don't know.
Sure. So does that look like you have to use other moves when you're battling a guys, or is it more of like a game of like which moves you use and how you use them? Maybe you would approach it a little differently.
I would see the situation. I would see how who I'm battling, how this person dance, and how he treats breaking. Is it like the end of his life if he doesn't do good, or you know, like um, like for example, I had a battle recently in February with Phil Wizard, and I know he's a cool guy, he's a fun guy, and I like how he breaks. So to me, it was like, okay, I just want to make this battle cool to watch. So it's like, okay, let's watch the battle. Just let's watch Phil Wizard's rounds and let's keep Kate's rounds, you know? So I didn't want to do that. I wanted to do opposite. So it's a cool battle to watch. I don't know if it came out how I wanted, but I saw my rounds, it wasn't that bad. So yeah, like I wanted to compete with a certain level. Like I didn't want to just be like, oh, he's better than bgirls, he's gonna lose for sure. I mean, of course we all can lose. You never know, you can be 100% ready and then you just slip and then you fall. You know, you never know. You can be always ready, but in my head I wanted to prepare so the battle is worth to watch first, and it's worth to battle a bgirl too, because yeah.
I think it's always a bad idea for anyone if they are watching a battle with a guy and a girl, that the guy will always win. I think that we have to give the B girls their respect as well, and that anyone can win and anyone can lose.
Yeah, but also I don't think bgirls need to get easy props just because they're girls and just because they're doing breaking, which is physically hard. I feel like the girls should just realize their own power, because if we, like, for example, if I'm gonna battle Victor on his own rules, like trying to beat him with power, I'm gonna lose. Even if I'm gonna train 10 years trying my best, I'll still lose. He's good at it. He's the best at it. What I'm the best, I can beat him with my energy. I can show that, look, I can be soft, I can be smooth, I can have some like maybe original transition, whatever. And sometimes if I'm feeling I'm on point, I can beat his power move one day, maybe. You never know. It's a moment. Battle is the moment. You never know how it's gonna go. Maybe just the music. If you depend on music too much and it's just not your music, everything you're gonna do won't make sense. So yeah, it's a moment. And also I feel like whenever guys battling let's say kids, or I don't know, girls or somebody new, so in his head, if you're professional, you don't want to kind of lose to them, so you also trying to do your best to like, okay, look, I'm still good, I'm good. I don't know if it makes sense. I hope I'm not offending anybody. Oh my god.
As long as you're being honest and you're saying
Yeah,
like
I'm
what you
honest,
feel is right.
but that's reality. That's reality. I know that most people think this way, so it's kind of true. And b-girls can also beat b-boys if they know what they're doing and they 100% sure that, okay, I'm doing my best and I know it, I believe what I'm doing.
Yeah,
There is a
sometimes
doubt, then yeah.
sometimes that honesty is necessary, because when you're not able to accept certain realities, it makes it harder for you to do well at these things. And I
Of
think what you're
course.
saying is exactly correct, where you just have to understand what advantages you have over others.
Yeah, because if everybody only gonna tell you good words like, oh, you killed it, you smashed it, when you didn't, and people just trying to be nice to you, but it's like, in the end of the day, it's okay to say truth if they ask you for advice, and I'm okay also with critics. I mean, not if when Victor tells me the truth, it's kind of personal. But other than that, like, I'm okay. I was growing in breaking with the guys who always give me like criticism and tell me what's wrong, what I should work on more. So it's okay. That's why I always kept on growing, and I'm like never satisfied, which is also bad if you're never satisfied with what you're doing. But the development is keep on going. So I never like, okay, now I'm good, now I'm fine, now I'm ready. So just keep on searching, looking, developing your style, perfecting some things. So yeah.
Yeah, I think it is important to tell people that you're Victor's wife, and that's why that you're always talking about him. It's not just because you're throwing out a random person all the time.
Oh
It's
yeah.
just for people that don't know that you're that you are his wife and that you two have been together for about what, like 5 years or something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
That's sick. That's sick. But I just wanted to throw that out there because the last thing I want to ask you is, obviously this year we found out about the war in Ukraine, and it has caused a lot of problems for a lot of dancers within our scene. And there has been foundations set up to help them in their time of need. But what other help can the community at large help everybody with in this moment?
I feel like no, I think from what I know is there certain fundraisers for specifically b-boys and b-girls, because I feel like in these kind of situations you need to segregate the problems. If you want to help, just choose a few people you want to help properly, because if we can only think like how to save the world, we're not going to save anything, we're not going to help anybody. So if you really want to help Ukraine, there is a lot of one of these is Legends Blast. It's really big breaking community from Slovakia. They collect money specifically for b-boys and b-girls in need in Ukraine. So if you feel like you want to help somebody but you don't know who and how, there's always b-boys and b-girls who need money. They lost their jobs, they lost their homes, they lost their lives, previous lives, so they need some financial help. Also, I don't know, there is so much information online. I'm trying to also double check what is real, what is not. So especially it's war, it's always like kind of two-sided. You want to help, but sometimes you don't know if that helps actually reaches people you want to help. So it's supposed to be a real proved services which actually do that help. You know what I mean? Like sometimes we had a situation with a few um, organizations which didn't send the money to people. They just kept it. You know, that's the problem. So for now, I feel like the only really important and proved checked place is Legends Blast. They collect money and they send it directly to people. So, and also just the support, of course, talking. If you really want to help, just getting into the problem, what is really going on right now. Just talk to people from Ukraine, just to see and hear the real story from real people who are there. So don't really check information from outside, just really talk directly to people and they'll tell you their story if you into it, of course. And whoever you know was struggling with money, you can always support with money. Yeah, so it's tough times, but I'm really glad to see that the community is helping, supporting. Yeah, it's really nice to see.
Yeah, that's a lot of useful info, and we'll leave a link to any of the foundations and things that we know of so that other people can help. But look, Kate, this has been amazing. Thank you very much for your time, and I hope at some point that I see you soon.
Yes, thank you for having me. I hope I was informative. But yeah, thank you for your time and thanks for having me. Thanks everybody to watch. Yeah, I hope bad times gonna end soon and we all gonna be together again and celebrate hip hop culture, breaking, and yeah.